Hey, what's up? It's me, Joe D. JoeDGuitar.com, DadRockLife.com. Making another video because today was Record Store Day. And also some cool things happened as far as the YouTube stuff. I guess as far as YouTube stuff goes, I posted a link to DadRockLife.com on Reddit. If you go to Reddit, it's a cool website where it's all different categorized stuff and people submit links. There's pages for pictures. There's a page about Frank Zappa. There's, or they call them subreddits. There's subreddits for guitar players. There's basically subreddits. They're just categories of stuff for basically everything. So anyway, in the subreddit musicians, so www.reddit.com/r/musicians, I posted a link to the YouTube channel, and I talked about, my whole thing of, being a guitar player and then, finding a career and then becoming a dad and sort of taking a break from everything, and just what anybody in that musicians subreddit thought about it. And I got a decent number of responses, but it was just people with, common feelings and that went through similar situations, and it was just cool to hear from that. So there's a couple of comments on there that one person asked what I do to sort of keep the ball rolling, to if I had any advice. And the one thing I said is open mics. That was a big thing when I started playing guitar again. Going to open mics gave me a goal each week or every other week of somewhere to go where I would have new songs to play. I'm not writing my own music, but playing cover songs. So having a new set of songs to perform at open mic each week or every other week, that was a goal. You need a goal and something to focus on so that you have a reason to get better or a reason to work on stuff. So open mics were a big deal for me. Somebody else posted a great story of how they had horrible stage fright and they played bass, and they stopped playing. They put their bass away for like 10 years, and then they moved to Hawaii and fell in love with the ukulele, of all things, and now owns some crazy number of ukuleles, and then that brought him back into playing bass again. And that's awesome. There's another dad there who just, jams out with his son now and is looking for other musicians to play with. So that's exactly what I wanted to sort of come of this, of making this this YouTube channel, was just to see if anyone else was in the same situation. And it seems like there are, and also as a way to connect and inspire people or get inspiration from other people. There was other musicians on there that were just like, great. There was a guy that said, I play piano, but I'm doing the same thing. So, keep going, keep at it, Musicians are all very supportive. That's the one thing is musicians you meet, maybe some people might be competitive behind the scenes, but everyone I've ever spoke to, that's been willing to talk about things, everyone is super supportive of what you do. So I thought that was awesome. So yeah, so that was some cool stuff. Then Record Store Day. Part of Record Store Day is usually getting up early and getting down to the record store as they open or before they open, and a lot of record stores do special events. The record store I go to in Nyack is Main Street Beat, and they always have a special event for Record Store Day where they have either coffee or coffee and donuts, and they open super early, 8 o'clock. I think that's the earliest you're allowed to open on Record Store Day. It's sort of like an agreed upon thing. So I didn't get there at 8 o'clock. We had baseball that wound up getting rained out, but then there was also a sports day, family sports day that we went to, and that my wife was doing photography at. So it just wasn't feasible for me to get out early, but we just made it over there during the day, and I still was able to nab a couple of things. So I got, this was Frank Zappa's, what is this? The Guitar World According to Frank Zappa. And this might be backwards because I'm using the inside camera, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you call it, the selfie camera. So anyway, it's the Guitar World According to Frank Zappa, number 0108. I don't know if you can see that, or if I can even focus on it right. This wasn't a record store release. This was just in the used stuff. Warren Zevon, The Envoy, for $8. Probably not his greatest record. It's definitely not better than the other two records I have, but on first listen, it just sounds a little more produced. But Warren Zevon. I think he's just I just sort of got into him a lot recently, and I like him. And then here we go, Captain Beefheart Trout Mask replica. Again, Beefheart and Zappa, two great tastes that go great together. And can we see it? Produced by Frank Zappa, or again, I guess the camera's making it backwards. But anyway, Captain Beefheart. So yeah, we got the Beefheart, we got the Zappa Record Store Day releases. Those are new releases on Record Store Day. They're usually limited edition. And then the old school Warren Zevon, the Envoy. So yeah, that was Record Store Day. And what else? Oh, and the cool thing was, since I was feeling good about Record Store Day and feeling good about my gig the other night at AJ's Kitchen in Pearl River, I was inspired to give out some business cards. So I took the boys for a haircut at a cool hair cutting place in Nyack, and I talked to the owner there about maybe playing at the barbershop. It's this big barbershop, and they had lots of music that was basically a perfect fit for what I play. And the owner seemed interested, so we'll see if something comes of that. And then dropped off a business card at another restaurant, and we'll see what comes of that. So that's something else I'll probably talk about more in the future, is getting up the nerve to go into places and just say, here, I'm a musician and I'd like to play here. So I'll talk about that more. And again, it's all being out of your comfort zone, and it's all about, I guess, striking when the confidence is high. So I felt good, so that's why I did it. I went and gave out a couple of business cards. So that's it. Thanks for tuning in. If you're still tuning in, this is a little bit long, 6 minutes. I'm going to try and keep them shorter. But anyway, DadRockLife.com. My music page is JoeDGuitar.com. And there's more to come. Thanks a lot. Bye.